Coming up on SUTV, we'll hear about a shootout that took place in Salt Lake City.
And a look at Bryan Head.
Welcome to SUTV News. I'm Jeff Mullins.
And I'm Amanda Walton. Yesterday in Salt Lake, a 37-year-old man was fatally wounded after an exchange with the police. The perpetrator, Harold Robinson, robbed a 7-Eleven and a Holiday Oil convenience store. Shots were fired at 7-Eleven and a car chase soon followed. Police report that Robinson was blindly firing at the direction of the officers. Luckily, no one was harmed except for one officer who suffered a minor injury from a bullet ricochet.
Though the semester is winding down as summer approaches, Cedar City's beloved Bryan Head Resort still proves a reliable escape for winter sports enthusiasts. Bryan Head Ski Resort has been a favorite location for snowboarders and skiers due to its close proximity to southern Utah cities and as the closest ski resort to Las Vegas. What's more impressive, however, is that despite Utah having experienced a historically dry summer, Bryan Head has received 305 inches of snow since December 2018, the most snowfall in a single season in the last decade. The frequent snowfall attracts thousands of visitors each week, with Bryan Head ranked 7th statewide in Airbnb listings. And with Southern Utah University only 45 minutes away, seeing students on the slopes is not an uncommon sight.
I've been snowing about 5-6 years almost, and I definitely prefer snowboarding. I mean, it's fun, it's a good vibe, the feeling of turning is amazing. Skiing's pretty fun too, but let's face it, we all know snowboarding's better.
Have you ever taken some tumbles on the snowboard on that slope?
Oh yeah, man. They call it tomahawk, is when you trip and just start rolling down the mountain. I've done like a triple tomahawk, man. That's 3 full flips. You won't see that in the X Games score points.
The accessibility and relative ease of the slopes at Bryan Head bring many novices to the resort to learn how to ski or snowboard. And with the record snowfall this season, all ages and skill sets have been shredding the gnar well into this month of April.
The second SUU Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Tournament is taking place tomorrow at 5 p.m. The event is being hosted by the SUU Esports Club and will be sponsored by Red Bull. Students who are planning on going to the event are encouraged to bring their own equipment. There will be prizes for the top players of the night, as well as dozens of giveaways for attendees.
SUU has announced that starting in 2020, it will be changing to a trimester system. Our reporter Trayson Lyon has the story.
SU students met together with University President Scott Wyatt on Monday, April 1st, to talk about the school's new proposed trimester program.
We don't think this would have a negative impact on that. In fact, we think it could have a positive impact. Because if school lets out 2 weeks earlier in the spring and starts up 2 weeks later in the fall, there's a full month additional time that faculty can be seeking grants for summer work or for students.
SU is currently looking at shortening fall and spring semesters so that they can develop a more full summer semester. Students' reactions have been mixed.
Initially, I had a lot of concerns, especially for the veteran population, because based on how the way that school is set up right now, it really affects our benefits based on the number of days that we're in class. So if we're in class, we get benefits. We're not in class, we don't get benefits.
Not my favorite idea. I can see how it will help students progress more quickly and hopefully enter the work field a little bit faster. But I'm concerned what it would be like on the mental health of the students, cramming in that much into 1 year.
So President Wyatt said that this next semester, fall semester, will be the same and we won't have to worry about looking at any real changes until spring of 2020. So I guess we'll have to wait until then and see. For SUTV News, I'm Trayson Lyon.
So what do you think about the trimester system?
Honestly, I wasn't able to catch the forum. I don't know too much about it.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah, so what I've heard and like what that report just showed us, it's going to be pretty similar to the system we have now, just offering a lot more classes in the summer for students who want to do that. I don't.
Yeah, no.
I want to have my summer break.
I want to go back home to Ohio. So.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Also, are you a pretty avid Super Smash Bros. Player? You going to participate in the tournament?
See, I can't. I've played it before. I played it with friends. I don't own it, though.
Yeah.
And I feel like a tournament, way too.
For sure. Coming up, more about the new 3-year degree at SUU.
And more about the weather. We'll be right back.
Did you check?
Oh, you got it. You know, since I got rid of my car, I really enjoy walking.
Okay. Got it. No?
Getting pulled over for buzz driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates.
Oh, you're home early. You live with your mom?
That'll set your game back a few years. Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
I'm hungry. I can't see the board.
Good morning, class. Everyone ready to learn today?
Of course they aren't ready. Across America, health barriers keep millions of disadvantaged school children from learning. Children's Health Fund is working to remove those barriers. But to really change the odds for these kids, we need your help. To find out how you can give every child a chance to be healthy and ready to learn, visit childrenshealthfund.org today.
For aspiring news students at SUU, there is the perfect class to practice the skills needed in the industry. My co-anchor Amanda Walton got a look at their final assignment, creating a news show.
Part of the theater.
Gavin Feller's Communication 2200 class has been getting quite the practice in for the news industry. The class focuses on video and news production, leading up to a final film project and news show. Today, the class exhibited their skills in a final graded news show, observed by Dr. Feller and Kurt Meekum, the class TA.
They did a really good job of just improving, really. Like, it's a beginning class, so it can be hard for them to really get into the flow of things, but they did a good job of just improving from the very first show, which I always make sure they have a really crappy show. But today was just really good for them.
Although stressful, the class was able to show their talent and strategy in creating a 20-minute news show.
I mean, you get to learn a lot of stuff about news and film and just how to kind of work a camera, and it's honestly just a great class to take regardless of your major.
For those interested in the class, registration is now open for next semester. For SUTVNews, this is Amanda Walton. In response to the recent announcement of the trimester program here at SUU, my co-host Jeff Mullins asked students what their first impressions of the program were.
As part of the theater department, I think that it kind of is not really super advantageous to us because we lose our fall shows. We lose more rehearsal time for our fall shows since school would be starting after Labor Day. And we use the facilities over at the Utah Shakespeare Festival, and that would sort of deplete our use of those facilities as well. But it also would allow us to have more summer time, so we could have a longer summer contract with summer stock theaters if that was an option to us.
I think the 3-degree program is a good program. Seems like there's a lot of issues that still want to be kinked out before it starts, but I have faith in our institution to be able to do that.
I was really nervous because I wasn't sure what it was about, and everybody was saying it's like BYU but not like BYU. So I wasn't sure how it was going to work, but after hearing a little more about it, it seems like a good idea.
I really like the three-year degree program personally because I'm going to be here every summer, so I think it's great. And I'm also in Jumpstart, so it's even faster.
I think it's different, and I think all the students are going to have to figure it out first. But I'm really worried about the professors because they've got this whole thing figured out, and now it's just being completely rearranged, and we have to reevaluate all the things. I think it's nicer that we're able to graduate sooner.
With the weather warming up and more people venturing into the outdoors for s'mores and campfires, it's important to remember a few tips for campfire safety. When choosing the area for your campfire, be sure to check your surroundings and make sure there aren't any bushes nearby. Clean up any garbage or grass near your campfire. If there isn't a barrier already, circle the campfire pit with rocks to help keep the flames contained. Be sure to keep water close by in case you need to put the fire out. Always have someone watching the fire, and especially be mindful of any children or pets nearby. And be sure to extinguish the fire before you fall asleep or leave the campsite. So go out and enjoy the great outdoors safely.
So I was actually with our reporter Jessica Stagg when she was making that video about campfire safety. Yep, we went camping for the weekend. It was really, really cold because it's still kind of winter here, which is annoying.
I bet.
Yeah, but it was like 30 degrees. We didn't sleep at all. Kind of horrible, but at least we were safe with our campfires, right?
Yeah. And you followed the safety rules, of course. So you already knew it going in.
Exactly.
You didn't even need this
Exactly. Did you do anything exciting over the weekend?
Over this weekend, not as exciting as campfire, honestly. Going out camping, you know. I just stayed in, worked on, final projects coming up.
Yeah, for sure.
School's wrapping up, so.
Yeah, definitely.
We gotta see.
All right, now a quick look with Race at the Weather.
Spring is finally here in Cedar City, or is it? Stay tuned to find out.
Listen up. Each year, hundreds of promising research studies go unfunded for breast cancer, for lung cancer, every cancer. The American Cancer Society has been behind nearly every breakthrough in recent history. But there's still more work to do. So let's make sure that no research is silenced. Let's make noise. Let's make noise. Yeah. And let's finish the fight.
It's good. Homemade noodles. Oh. Marty, stop it. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. It reminds me, I've been thinking maybe we should try a new form of birth control. I heard about this one, it's called the IUD, intrauterine device. Or we could try the patch on your arm. Actually, I think that one goes in your butt.
Bedsider.org has birth control information and a lot more. And it's...
What do you think then? Arm or the butt?
At what age is the color that your skin was meant to be no longer beautiful? Every year, millions of young women try to change the skin they were born with and say they die for darker skin. Sadly, some actually do. Melanoma is the second most common cancer in teens and young adults, and one person dies from melanoma every hour. Change your thinking, not your skin. Stop tanning. Learn more at spotskincancer.org. A message from the American Academy of Dermatology.
Hi, welcome to Cedar City Weather. I'm Race Knutson. It's been pretty sunny, pretty warm this past couple of days. A lot of people have been out and about, enjoying the sunshine while they can. I know I've been out riding my moped around and finally uncovering it during its long winter break. Let's take a quick look at our current weather. Right now it's 62 degrees, partly cloudy, partly sunny. We're going to have a high of 66 today, low of 28. No rain currently, but we will be getting a little bit of chance of rain later this evening. It's about 25-mile-per-hour wind gusts. So it's a little bit windy today. Might be a good day to fly a kite. Look quickly at Wednesday. We're going to have some snow tomorrow, and that's going to happen later this evening. That 90% chance of rain at 8 p.m. will eventually turn to snow at 10 p.m. So it's going to be a little bit chilly, so you might want to keep your shovels out for this evening. And for tomorrow, you'll be sweeping off those driveways, clearing those off. Let's take a look at this week's weather, or the weather throughout the state, rather. Right now, it is 47 in Salt Lake, about 45 in Park City, 49 in Provo, Price, is a little bit warmer, 65, so a little bit colder up in the northern part of the state, high 40s. As we get down to the more middle southern parts of the state, we're getting into the 60s. And then over here in Moab, we have 77 degrees. And then sunny St. George, 81 degrees. So anybody in Cedar City who wants to get a little break and get some toasty, warm sunshine, head down to St. George. Let's take a quick look at the weekly forecast. It is currently mostly sunny, partly cloudy Tuesday today. As we said, tomorrow we're going to have snow, 40 degrees. We're going to get down into the mid-40s throughout the rest of the week. 45 on Thursday, low of 26, mostly cloudy. Friday, mostly cloudy, 47 degrees. Going to get a little bit warmer. We're going to have some sunshine on Saturday, but about 54 degrees, so it won't be too bad, not too warm, not too cold. And then we're going to get the rise in temperature throughout the end of the week, the weekend leading into next week. And we have some wonderful B-roll here. There's a little puppy dog. Look at that. That's adorable, running through the water. Everybody's getting out, getting their dogs, taking their dogs out for walks, getting them out of the house. I know I wouldn't want a dog in my house all winter long. That's why I don't have pets. But this dog seems to be having a good time. We are enjoying the sunshine. Campus is looking wonderful without that white layer of snow. But like I said, we're not going to have that for very long. It's going to be a blanket for probably tomorrow. Like I said, 100% chance of snow at 10 p.m. and it will be snowing throughout the evening. So that's our current weather and the weather forecast for this week. I'm Race Knutson. Back to you at the desk.
Thanks for the weather update, Race.
I don't know about you, but I am so bummed about the snow.
I am too. I've been waiting months to wash my car, and I can't.
Yeah, I know. Just when you think it's spring, we get hit again with another snowstorm. And we're actually, a few of us are participating in this 48-hour film festival. And we're going to be filming outside for like 2 days straight in Kanab. And it's not going to work if it's snowing. So as much as I trust Race, I'm really hoping he's wrong so that we can make this cool film and have warmer weather, because the snow is going to kill me.
Yeah, we trust his coverage, but
I just want him to be wrong.
Fingers crossed.
I'm hoping for some reason he's wrong.
It's
What have you been doing in the warm weather recently?
Honestly, I haven't made the switch to shorts yet, so just been sweating in jeans, honestly. I'm in this suit right now, and it's a little warm, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, I bet. My car died last summer, so I had to get a bike, so that's my mode of transportation most of the times, but I can't do that during the winter, so it's nice
that's
warm.
rough.
Here's a quick look at what's coming up next in sports.
Coming up on SUTV Sports, we got a look into SU football's pro day. Don't go anywhere.
Think you found every hazard out here today? Think again. The spot you missed could be a killer. That spot on your skin could be skin cancer. If you're a man over 50, you're in a group most likely to develop skin cancer, including melanoma, the kind that kills one person every hour. That's why your best shot is to check for a spot. It's easy. Follow through and check your skin. Go to spotskincancer.org to find out how. A message from the American Academy of Dermatology.
Looking for these? You drive buzzed. It could be one very expensive ride.
First, you gotta make bail. Then pay me to get your car back.
Your insurance premiums will go through the roof.
And my legal fees just keep adding up. All told, it could end up costing you $10,000.
Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
A single ember that escapes from a wildfire can travel more than a mile. That single ember can ignite and destroy your home or even your community. You can't control where that ember will land, only what happens when it does. Get Fire Adapted now at fireadapted.org.
Welcome back to SUTV Sports. I'm Marquise Gross. Although basketball season is over, SU's Brandon Better was able to play in a few more games as he was selected to represent the Big Sky in the Dos Equis 3-on-3 National Championships in Minnesota this last weekend. Better was selected along with Weber State's Burkott Chapman, Eastern Washington's Jesse Hunt, and Sacramento State's Elijah Graves. The four-man team was placed on a pool that included the Big Ten Conference and the Ivy and Horizon Leagues. The team would go 1-2 in their pool and lost their first game in their official playoff bracket to the Metro Atlantic Conference 22-20. Better would end up leading the Big Sky team in scoring through the 4 games, scoring 23 points despite playing the fewest minutes on the team. With the NFL draft only 2 weeks away, several SUU football players are looking to improve their draft stock. I had the chance to check out the team's pro day and see just how far the players have come.
On April 2nd, SUU football had their 4th annual pro day at Desert Hills High School in St. George. The event allowed several former Thunderbirds the chance to show off their skills in front of several NFL teams including the Oakland Raiders, Green Bay Packers, and Washington Redskins. Most scouts attended looking to get additional numbers of offensive lineman Marquez Tucker, who is projected to be a late-round pick.
Team has said, I'm definitely probably going to get drafted, so just, got to keep that edge on, stay hungry, keep training. Right now I have a workout with the Cardinals on April 1st, and then, teams will start calling and start setting up 30 visits, so.
Former defensive back Taylor Webb had high expectations for himself and was able to live up to them when he jumped 41 inches on his vertical, which would have been 5th at the NFL Combine.
I got to keep working. Hopefully an opportunity presents itself. That's the only thing I can do at this point. Just get ready to go. Show that in camp that I can guard anybody.
Head coach Demario once said that his players are able to have this opportunity because of the hard work they have put in.
That's the cool thing. It's not what we do. It's kind of, we got a plan, we got a vision, and if they believe in that vision and work their butts off, they can do whatever they want to do.
With the NFL draft going from April 25th to the 27th, each player will look to have their name called on draft day or sign a contract after the draft. For SUTV News, I'm Marquise Gross.
SUU Gymnastics' Carly McLean was named the Mountain Rim Gymnastics Conference Freshman of the Year this season. And our reporter, Madison Loomis, has the inside story.
The Flipping Birds placed second in the MRGC Championships on Friday. But one athlete, Carly McLean, stood out individually on the competition floor.
To be Freshman of the Year, I was honestly a little bit shocked at the beginning, but I was really happy, all my hard work paid off, and it was a really fun experience. I think in club, I was really prepared to compete, and in club we were taught that when you're on competition floor, every routine counts, and plan on hitting your routine no matter what. So I think that's really helped me adjust to the college atmosphere. It means a lot to be an SU gymnast. I love the family atmosphere it has, and gymnastics is a big part of the SU community, so it's really cool that everyone supports it, and when you're just in random places, people just know you and congratulate us on everything we've done. To come out on top at regionals, I think we've all realized how good we are, and we're putting in the numbers we need to, no matter how many numbers we have to do, and we're just focusing on the team energy and all the little details.
The Flipping Birds will head out to Oregon for regional championships this Friday. For SUTV News, I'm Madison Loomis.
That's all I have for you guys for SUTV Sports. I'm Marquise Gross. Back to you guys at the desk.
So I don't know that much about sports, but I think it is incredible that some of our players are being looked at for the NFL. That's awesome. And that video was amazing. Some of the things those men were doing seemed physically impossible. Yep. So that was incredible.
Exactly, yeah. And I mean, I'm from Ohio. Our team, though, is the Detroit Lions because, I mean, I'm not going to root for the Browns, sorry. Yeah. And I went to a game where we had our own SUU alum, Miles Killebrew. And he was, I think he started that game. It was over Christmas break. Yeah. And it was amazing to see that. And I'm like, wow, that's from all the way here in SUU.
Yeah, no, that's amazing.
Anyways, yeah, it's...
Yeah, it is so cool. The only other sport I really keep up with here at SUU is gymnastics. Been to a few meets this semester. Yeah. And it seems like they've been doing pretty well. But I love the bars. Like I always try to sit as close to the bars as possible because I love watching them flip. It's impossible for me to do, but I can really respect the women who are able to do that. It's amazing.
Especially here. Yeah, I can't. That stuff's amazing to me. I don't know how you're able to do any of that.
Yeah, seriously.
But seeing how I've noticed they've competed against Michigan for a spot, and that's amazing.
Thanks for the update, Keith.
Next, our Campus Happenings anchor, Trayson Lyon, will let you know what's happening around campus this week. Don't go anywhere.
Hi, I'm Special Agent Diana Berrigan from the TV show White Collar. Did you know that it wasn't until 1972 that the first female earned an FBI Special Agent badge? Now, women are helping solve crimes around the world in faraway places like Sarajevo, New Delhi, Lagos, and Tbilisi. To all our women fighting crime at home and overseas, thank you for keeping us safe. Happy anniversary.
Don't worry, 74 people were picked before me in the NFL draft.
To fight childhood obesity, United Way and the NFL are helping kids play at least 60 minutes a day.
Okay, time for the team obstacle course. Yay!
What this place needs is more healthy kids. To get involved or donate, go to unitedway.org/play60.
Now I get it.
Travel is part of the American way of life.
When we're on vacation, we keep an eye out for anything that looks out of place.
Miss your bag.
When we travel from city to city, we pay attention to our surroundings.
Everyone plays a role in keeping our community safe.
Whether you're traveling for business or pleasure, be aware of your surroundings. If you see something suspicious, say something to local authorities.
Looks like it's done.
Don't let salmonella get funky with your chicken. On average, 1 in 6 Americans will get a foodborne illness this year. You can't see these microbes, but they might be there. So learn the right temperature to cook each type of meat. Keep your family safe at foodsafety.gov.
Well, welcome back to another exciting week we have here at SU with lots of events going on. This week is actually Pride Week for SU. You can find out more information on that in the Center for Diversity and Inclusion. It's also today we have an effective interviewing activity going on in the Career Center from 5 to 8 p.m., which will be pretty good for, future jobs. And it's also the beginning of a beginner's course for the American Sign Language class that's going on campus at 6:30 p.m. in GC 110. It's also an exciting night for our own Thin Line Comedy. It is their event called Stand Up for Starving Students at 7 p.m. in the church auditorium, which is just going to be a bunch of SU students presenting stand-up comedy that they've been preparing, and that'll be free for everyone. And then this weekend we also have opening night for 42nd Street, which is a musical going on campus, in the Randall Theater, Friday at 7:30 p.m. And on Friday, we also have this event called A Little Bit of Country, presented by the Non-Traditional Student Office at 6 p.m. for free for everyone with dancing and food. And those are the events this week on campus. Back to you guys at the desk.
It sounds like there are some awesome events happening on campus.
Yeah, definitely. I know for a fact this Thursday, trivia night. So, and not to brag or anything, but last time I was in trivia night, our group won. So if anyone needs an extra player here.
Shoot.
Well, dang, Jeff, I'd give you some competition, but Amanda and I will be doing the Little Hollywood Shootout for Canab Film Festival, so we won't be available.
Yeah. I also know there's a bouldering competition this Saturday.
Yeah.
So cute boys and climbing.
Bouldering.
What is that?
Climbing rocks.
So it's like climbing, but without any harnesses.
I don't do that.
So you don't have any harnesses on?
There's a crash pad, so if you fall, you just land on a pad.
Oh, okay.
So there's no ropes or anything like that. But anybody have any hopeful plans once the semester winds up, getting out?
Nope, and it's time to wrap up. But thanks for tuning in. That's all we have for you. I'm Amanda Walton.
I'm Race Knutson.
I'm Marquise Gross.
And I'm Jeff Mullins. We leave you with some footage of local SU students preparing for the Super Smash Bros. Tournament tomorrow. See you next time.